Okay, Storm Chasers. I saw this TikTok go viral. I saw it all over Instagram and YouTube, and I had to talk about this deadbeat dad, this struggle king, as Cynthia G would say, this king without a kingdom. All right, who went online to basically spit game about how a lot of dudes actually feel, when they date y'all, when they sleep with y'all, when they have kids with y'all, etc. Okay. Now, when Storm tried to tell y'all, let me put this picture on the side while I'm talking about shit. While I'm talking about shit. When Storm tried to tell y'all months ago, years ago, that these ninjas really don't like y'all like that. And if it wasn't for what was between your legs, they would not mess with you. And I know what you're saying. Well, Storm, I got a mouth. I got an ass. They don't give a damn. If it wasn't for what was in between your legs, the majority of these ninjas would not even entertain your company. They wouldn't even care to get to know your name, anything about you at all. This is the reality of I guess our culture, you want to say. All right. Which I guess you can really work around except for the fact of kids, dudes like this literally don't care about making all these kids. Hold on, let me get this more. Really? It's gonna go off right there. Dudes like this do not care about having 50, 11 children all around the country, all around the world. They gives no fucks at all. So I wanted to actually play this TikTok, get into it, and just react with y'all and give y'all my honest take. So let's play it. Let's go. Y'all should be able to hear that.
And 7 baby mamas. Now for the past few days, I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now for the past few days, I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas.
Right away, when he say I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas, I'm literally already wondering, like, are these kids like stair stepper kids? Did the baby mamas know about one another? Like, there's so much more detail that I'm gonna need about this man's life. Like, I need Iyanla to come out of retirement. I need her to waddle up out of her house and out of her bed and out of that hole that she spits in and she yells in and burying the chickens and the panties in the backyard. I need her to come on and commence to find this man and bring him on TV because we got questions and we need answers.
Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children.
Too bad he only told them that after he already nutted in them and had no issue with like not using protection. Here's my thing with men like this. Yes, he is being open and honest, so to speak, when you come to him and say, hey, I'm pregnant, which is not a surprise because you had unprotected sex and nutting inside of her. And this is typically what happens when two heterosexual people have intercourse without any prophylaxis. This is pretty much what happens. I do appreciate him at least being honest at that point to say, I don't want to be a father. It's up to you to do what you want to do from here. But he had no regards for his own sexual health, no regards for the women's sexual health. And dudes like this are not being completely honest with themselves, though, because if you are someone who does not want a kid, if you are a man and you are adamant of, I don't want any kids, I don't want to be responsible for them, and I'm never going to use a condom, I do not give a damn, then they would go get a vasectomy, point blank. But let's keep listening.
And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children.
Only these 7 has kept these children. So how many children has this Negro contributed to sending to the children's shop? How many children has he sent back home to the Lord? It really, I mean, if only 7 made it through, now I'm thinking maybe he'd have sent about 70 to the children's shop. Just my opinion. I could be off, though.
But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you're trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want.
And honestly, ladies, most men feel like that. Most men feel like that. They just not going to be bold enough to say it. Now, every man is not as extreme as this dude where he's just going around impregnating some of every fucking body. But the majority, you women need to know, the majority of the dudes that you get with feel like once they are no longer with you, they should no longer be responsible for the kids as well. They're not going to be honest enough to tell you that, but Storm is telling you that before you lay down with any man, before you have a baby by any man, whether you married, in a relationship, committed, situationship, friends with benefits, whatever, you always need to be prepared to be a single mother if you're going to lay down and have a baby by any of these fools. It is what it is. Now, he don't want to be there spiritually, mentally, emotionally because he's dead inside. His ass might be a sociopath. He may suffer from some type of personality disorder where he literally cannot emotionally bond with his children, because a lot of men are walking around out here like this. Now, it always baffles me how men like this tend to have so many kids. I don't really understand the psychology behind that, or just the reasoning behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes that clearly would make horrible fathers don't want to be a father and don't give a damn, just seem to have all the opportunities at fatherhood versus I don't know. I won't go that far, but I'll just say this to say nothing is surprising me about what's coming out of his mouth. My question is, how is he escaping child support? Does he just not have a job? Has he threatened these women's lives? Like, how is he escaping child support? Because no matter what he say, you can and should be held financially responsible. Is he homeless? Is he hopping from house to house? Is everything in his mama's name? Like, I literally need more details, but let's keep listening.
And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't.
Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. So how bad does he really not want children if he's not even attempting to stop the process? You know, it's really giving my daddy was never there for me, so I want to create other traumatized and hurt children. It's giving nobody ever put any self-esteem or self-worth into me, and so I just want to populate this planet with as many hurt people as I can. It's giving I'm trying to transfer trauma via DNA. That's really what it's giving. But it ain't giving I truly don't want kids, because he ain't even bothering to pull out.
And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with, because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want.
I'm even more concerned about this man's sexual health. Like, if he's out here really raw dogging as many women as it sounds like he's raw dogging, dude, when was the last time this fool had an HIV test? When was the last time this fool got tested for any kind of venereal disease? Like this may be even bigger concern than the children. You know, they always every year they release the top 10 cities for STDs, STIs, whatever the hell they want to call it now. It's shit you want to avoid as best you can. And it's just niggas like this that's helping the number spread. So I need to know, put the kids off to the side, who gonna take this food to a clinic so we can see what's swirling around in his bloodstream. Let's keep it moving.
Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force.
Woo! He said, what now?
Accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. Bottom line, he don't give a fuck. This is obviously a man that was failed. This is obviously a man that nobody ever cared about. I still want to know who raised him. I want to know who is responsible for this trash bag that's out here in the world and in society. But when I tell you, a lot of men feel like this. I grew up hearing this kind of rhetoric in and out of the barbershop or just in black culture in general. And for whatever reason, niggas like this seem to always never be without a woman. Now, whether they jump offs, 304s, or in between, I don't know. But they never was lonely. Let me just put it that way. But so what does he have against condoms? It don't feel as good. And like he said, he don't give a fuck. So he don't care about his life. He don't care about your life. He don't care about spreading anything. I saw somebody in the chat say, what about his legacy? What legacy? Can we talk about this whole legacy thing? Why does everybody think they have a legacy? Everybody ain't got no damn legacy. Most people is average. So what legacy is you really passing on? Besides trauma, emotional abuse, physical abuse, narcissism, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, diabetes, all kinds of hereditary diseases. What kind of legacies do most people walking around really have? They have legacies of trauma. That's about it. That's about it. But you heard what he said. He said these women didn't even value their body. These women let me have access to their bodies for nothing. So I hope ladies is listening. All right. And I hope y'all take y'all emotions out of this to get if anything, this video needs to be shown in every sex ed class around the world. This is what is out here in this world. You know, when parents teach you about sex, they go, when a man and a woman love each other, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that ain't real life. When a dick go in the pussy, this is what can happen. And young ladies, you're vulnerable out here to men like this who don't give a damn about. This is a broke version of Future. Except that you have a baby by him, his last name means nothing. You ain't gonna get no money, no clout, no fame, no status, no nothing. So you literally just another single mother out here. Pretty lady said he may be trying to deliberately spread HIV. He may be. All the women need to go get tested. They said, Pangalenko said, damn, he must be smooth. He must be. Now, listen, I don't want to get up here and have the whole Pookie versus educated lame argument. I don't even like that term, educated lame. We need to call it something else so that more of us actually want to be educated. But let me just say this. It just came to me, too. Men like this in life do so well with the opposite sex because they learn how to talk and converse with the opposite sex at an early age. So this man, number one, he don't give a damn about rejection. So he understands that women, it's just a numbers game. So he gonna keep trying to spit that game until somebody bites. Number one. Number two, he knows who to go after. When you're desperate, when you're vulnerable, you give off certain energy. Predators smell it. It's a subconscious thing, and they hop on it. They jump on it, and most people fall victim to it. But people like him who don't give a damn, who makes it very clear he don't want the kid, ain't gonna do nothing for the kid. He has the gift of gab. He understands communication. He understands how to converse with women. He understands how to get in them draws. And that's the only thing I can see that's all that special about him. I don't know if he's super tall or not. I know height nowadays is going around like currency. He's an average looking black dude. He ain't ugly, but it ain't nothing spectacular. Everybody's saying he must got that monster. You don't know that just by looking at him. We don't know that. So the only thing that I can guess is he just comes off as super confident, super cocky, and is a super smooth talker. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, there's nothing that special about him for women to want to keep giving them children. Now, to circle back around, ladies, once again, it's unfair. It's misogynistic, but at the end of the day, he was telling the truth when he said the responsibility is going to fall on you. It's the reason why they say mama's baby, papa's maybe. It's the reason why they say that. You got to carry it. You got to risk your life to bring it here. And ultimately, if you give it up or you walk away from it, you're going to be socially seen as a bad person. Yes, we talk about deadbeat dad this or deadbeat dad that, but have you ever met a deadbeat mom? Have you seen the way people talk and trash a deadbeat mom? So not only are you going to be guilted into sticking around to something that now you don't want and you don't want a reminder of this trauma, your body going to have visible markings of you going through this trauma. And once you're a mother, you can never not be a mother. He can go on and live his life and he ain't got to tell people he a father. You don't know he a father by looking at him, but you can't deny your children. So the best thing I can say is, ladies, start getting stingy with the cootie cat. Why you act like that? Huh? How you act like that? Yeah, because I said you with the cootie cat. You got to get stingy with that cootie cat. That's the only thing I can tell y'all. You got to get stingy with that cootie cat. Maybe only give it out if you get a commitment. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But I grew up hearing men talk like this. It's just normally they would say, if I ain't with the woman no more, I shouldn't be responsible for the kid anymore. Which then circles back to, why are they so concerned with getting y'all pregnant and what you do with y'all bodies, and y'all choosing not to have their babies if they really are not that attached to the children in the first place anyway? I don't know. It's a lot. Can the government pass a law of forced sterilization? Because I say we got our first candidate right here. The first candidate is right here. Now, in another video I saw where this dude said he had never even heard of a vasectomy, and I'm just going to pretend that that's satire. I'm going to hope that this is all a skit, because if this man truly had never even heard of what a vasectomy was, not only is he spreading disease, he's also creating generations of intellectually disabled children, which is even worse. We're gonna have a bunch of kids out of here that are not only traumatized, abandoned, got all kinds of daddy issues. They're gonna be fucking pre-tarded. And I know a lot of y'all saying, what is pre-tarded? Pre-tarded is a level right before mental retardation, when you are somewhat functional and you pretty much look normal, but you're not able to, like process simple things or use logic in any kind of way. We all know a lot of pre-tarded people out here in this world. So I don't know. You can get a therapist on. I'm sure if a therapist reacts to this, they can diagnose him with a whole bunch of other things. But you know what I can say? Ain't nobody ever loved this nigga. You know what I can say? He didn't have a good upbringing. You know what I can say? He didn't have his daddy. I can already tell you. This is somebody that don't have a soul. This is somebody that don't care about their life. This is somebody that's just gone. This is a demon. This is a whole demon out here. Mississippi and Tennessee trying to go back to hanging niggas, and I got the first candidate right here. He's right here, officer, right here. This is sad. I'm sorry. That guy has awful energy and he seems very aggressive. That's probably what is drawing the women to him, honestly. Damn. Best of luck to y'all out here. It's rough. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care, and I will catch you all later. Also, you can literally email me here more TikToks or videos that you want me to react to. Let me put it up here on the screen. Oh shit, there we go. I saw somebody say I need to see the clip of this deadbeat daddy. Listen, that's a lot. It's a lot of them out here. So because he didn't have his daddy, he don't have to continue that pattern. He doesn't care. He just simply doesn't care. Since he didn't have his, some people feel like, well, you shouldn't have yours. He doesn't care. Let me actually replay it one more time without my commentary, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Let's see.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied, because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck Well, nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.